of the crime and confronting that step where you busted your tailbone?
I had some words with him, her, I don't know which one it was, but I had some words, but it was nice to not go over there during the game. So it's kept it safe this time.
What got you going in the third quarter?
This basketball, it's a funny game sometimes. Same intentions, same shots. I think our collective team defense allowed us to get more flow on offense and get more looks in transition, and wear them down a little bit. And I hit that one in the corner. I don't know what I was shooting at the time, but it was nice to let out a little yell, try to infuse some joy into the game, and things took off from there. So it was a great quarter. Obviously, we won the game right there, and got to carry that momentum into New Orleans.
How nice was it to sit the entire fourth?
It was great because our second year, controlled the game. Obviously, 39-12. That was a good run in the third, but they did their job coming in, controlling the game, closing it out. And like I said, we got to bottle that up and maintain that juice, that good energy into Monday's game. Yeah. I don't know days of the week.
Monday, Tuesday.
Go ahead. Oh, thank you. Going back to that corner three-pointer that you made in the third, what kind of compelled you to celebrate that way with that yell?
We talked about it at halftime. It was kind of a little cloud hanging over us a little bit, just in terms of Minnesota game, the Dallas game before. We didn't play terribly in the first half tonight, but just didn't make any shots, and they were obviously, they had a lead, and we just needed we talked about it, we need some joy, we need some energy, we need some good vibes, we need some smiles. And sometimes you got to force it a little bit. If there's no reason I should celebrate a three like that other than just trying to get some juice flowing.
What did it mean to you to slip into those sweats?
Say it again?
What did it mean to you to slip into those sweats that you're wearing right now?
Oh, yeah. This is it's tough because it's obviously a reminder of what happened, but it's also a celebration of Gianna's life and what the game of basketball meant to her, and carrying that legacy on, in her honor. And I know her mom, her sister, her whole family are doing a great job of trying to uplift what her mentality, her competitiveness, her fire, what basketball brought out of her, and obviously with the foundation that they have and what the Mamacita name means. Today, obviously being her 15th birthday, I was honored, and I know our whole team was, to be a part of celebrating her. And I know the foundation is going to do some amazing work in her honor. So it's more, the awareness of what they're doing, and the work that's going to go into honoring her life. So it's awesome to celebrate, but it's a tough reminder of, it's not that long ago.
Steph, James Hill with BNC Sports. A nice win at Houston. Can you use this as momentum to ignite you guys down the stretch? 8 games left, 6 games at home. You go into New Orleans. How can you use this moving forward?
I plead the fifth on that answer because I don't want to get into that cycle we've been in before. We're just going to go out and play basketball and have fun doing it. See, that's the mindset we got to have.
So this time of year, it's the height of the cliche, one game at a time.
1,000%.
Sorry, Cass, go ahead.
No, not at all, Kara. Cassidy Hubbard at ESPN. Hey, Steph. I guess, I have to ask, though, with 3 games coming up against the Pelicans, 2 back-to-back, maybe not the talk of you don't want to talk through your issues anymore, but how much have you talked about the play-in, given that you're now kind of fighting at the bottom up there?
It's weird because kind of my answer just now, like we've gone have every soundbite of what we need to do, how we need to sustain this consistency, what team we're going to be, our identity, all that type of stuff. And then, we're in a similar position every 3 or 4 or 5 games, hovering around 500. And what that's put us in now, to your question, is kind of looking ahead and looking behind a little bit, knowing that these are some important games against New Orleans, not just because of or trying to get up in the stands, but you want to make sure you secure at least some appearance and some postseason opportunity to then, take advantage of that. So it is just the next game ahead, but it is a big opportunity, and we got to be ready for it.
Steph, what's your role in coaching some of these guys that haven't been through these type of runs? JTA talked about playoffs. This is his first time. So how do you help these guys through it?
I think just being honest about, we're not at that. We haven't been playing at that playoff type level, and the intensity every single night. Like, it's hard. I remember my, first 3 years before we made it to the playoffs. You really have no idea until you experience it. And somebody can tell you all, until you're blue in the face, what it's like and what it's a different game, physicality, the intensity, the atmosphere, all that type of stuff. But until you feel it, you're always kind of wondering. So we just got to get there so that we get that experience. And that is staying in the moment each game, understanding that we just got to find ways to win no matter what it takes.
Hi, Steph. It's Maria Vidal for Top Deportes in Latin America. I've actually had 2 questions for you, if it's possible. The first one is, how important is it mentally to win today? And the second one, there's a picture of you that went viral today that you post on your social media, in which you were training on that step, if I'm not mistaken. So what does being faced again with that dreaded step before the game ignite in you?
I just like to have fun, so it was nice to come back to the scene of the crime and memorialize that moment. I'm still wearing my pad, however long it's been, so I still have a good memory or a bad memory of that moment. But it's a big win for us tonight. Obviously, the way that we started the game and turned it on the second half, and I think everybody was feeling good in that second half, understanding we came to play, and in the time that mattered most, we could have let go of the rope a little bit, but we turned it on. And defensively is what we did. Everybody gonna look at how many shots we made and all the threes and all that. You hold any team to 12 points in a quarter, that's how you win games, and we did that.
Hey, Steph, Ali Kambajani with the Athletic here in Houston. You obviously have a very close relationship with Steven Salas. I want to ask about how and why he was so important in the early part of your career. And with Kevin Porter Jr. here in a similar situation to learn and grow with Steven, your thoughts on him as a player and how he can grow?
Yeah, Coach Salas is he's always good in my book. We watched so much film my rookie year. He helped me understand what it meant to be a pro and see the game as a point guard and kind of deal with some of the uncertainty that was going around the Warriors back then in 2009. And he's such a good, solid dude. He shoots it to you straight, very approachable. And he made me feel very comfortable, asking questions and learning and pushing me too. Things kind of clicked my rookie year about halfway through, and a lot of that was, because of the constant work that we put in, behind the scenes. So I know he's got a lot of experience since then, but he hasn't changed in terms of his personality, and that should hopefully get him into a place where they can turn the tide a little bit, knowing that they're in a little bit of a transition, this year. So I told him after the game, I'm excited that he's in that head seat. It's been a long time coming. You know, very uncertain circumstances this year with, you know, what he probably thought he was signing up for, but he has an opportunity to change that. And that story is going to be awesome to watch unfold. And I'm rooting for him.
And your thoughts on Kevin Porter Jr. in terms of where he's, I know he's only been in the league for 2 seasons, but just the growth you've seen from him and how he can improve.
That man had 50. I don't got to tell him nothing.